Today, for the Bitcoin price, DavinciJ15's favorite indicator for Bitcoin just fired up and is pointing towards the direction of the Bitcoin price having a massive bounce, maybe even towards the price levels of $9,400 in the immediate short term. So guys, if you think that sounds interesting, guys, make sure you smash up the like button right now. And now, DavinciJ15, we want to come to the most important question of today, you being at the airport, but this is a very urgent episode, so that's why you requested to do that episode actually. So the most important question of today, as always, is how are you doing today, my man?
I'm feeling very moon boyish today. How about you, Chris?
Very, very nice. Yeah, like that's a crazy question, man. I'm sitting in front of a green screen. My mood is always green. I'm a moon boy, so it's great to be in today's episode with you. And yeah, even though your longer term, like your midterm price targets might be a little bit more to the bearish side, in the immediate short term right now, we have some bullish momentum coming up, maybe. So may you please introduce us to that favorite indicator of yours and also to your immediate short term technical analysis for Bitcoin, because $9,400, that sounds bullish AF, man.
Yes, here, let me show you my screen. And yeah, I mean, I use the on-balance volume. I love on-balance volume to help me determine whether or not we're going to see any kind of divergence. Normally, any divergence in the on-balance volume is very, very powerful. More powerful than divergence in RSI or in MACD. And what we have here is a very powerful divergence. We have lower prices, right? But the volume is not going lower; it's going higher, and so that is a very good indication, right, that we are probably due for a bounce. Of course, right? Nothing's guaranteed, but if you want to trade this, I would suggest you you set your buy orders above on a breakout of this trend this downward trend line. You can see it almost looks like a bull flag, and it's definitely a bearish trap. What do you think?
I want to agree to that. I mean, that is actually one indicator which also some other people are using, and especially for you, Davinci, it played out pretty well in the end. So this is called the volume divergence. Am I right? The price is going down, the volume is going up, and this is in the end a very bullish sign. Of course, guys, everyone watching right now, do not bet the whole farm on that, because everything can happen, especially in Bitcoin, where you have a lot of manipulators. But in the end, remember, we only have to be right 55% of the time to have a very nice edge in the marketplace, especially when you are trading cautiously with leverage. 5% edge is already so huge. So, Davinci, you are talking about the breakout here out of the wedge. Do you have any time frame, and even more important, a price target for this breakout, only looking at the short term and that specific trade?
Well, I would say, listen, if we break to 7,700, right, and we close the day below 7,700, okay, you know what? All bets are off the table. If this thing breaks the trend line for sure, and we close below 7,700, forget it. It's going down to, like, not overnight, but to 5,400 sometime in the foreseeable future. It's unfortunate, but hopefully we don't do that. Right? But what we have here is if Bitcoin decides to break higher, which is the most likely trade, is we're going to probably head up to this trend line here, this downward trend line, and test it at the 9,400. Well, I would say probably in the next 2 days or so. So probably around 9,300 or something like that. Between 9,400 and 9,300 is where we're probably going to test, because that's basically where the industry players, they probably got trapped up here. They didn't get all their sell orders out, and they probably want to get out of the market here. And then I think at that point, my bearish scenario, the mid will retest this downward trend line one more time, and that retest of that would definitely break us below the 7,700. If we end up breaking below it and closing below it, it's like the trap door falling out on Bitcoin, and we're gone.
But that's
down to
actually
6,000
that's
at
actually
least.
great, especially for a trading setup. So what you are saying right now is that the likelihood of us breaking towards the upside of this downward sloping channel, the wedge, is higher. But you would set, if I understand that correctly, your stop loss may be slightly below 7,700, since this is the critical level. Would you set a stop loss, and would it be at that specific level?
Exactly. I mean, and let's just say we want to go bullish on this. I would say because of there's a I was looking at this morning. I was like looking at licking my lips as I was about leaving my hotel, and going, "Oh my God, this is a nice buy
Licking
right
your
here."
chops.
I wanted to get into some. I wanted to get some of that, but it's not too late actually, because there's a nice little what's called a gap here, and since the gaps like to be filled, I think they're gonna fill it. They only filled it with a wick, so that doesn't really count. I would say you would. You set your buy order somewhere down here, where just below that gap. I would say just a little bit lower than the gap, and take the trade all the way, like set the stop loss at the last highest point, and that gives you how much percent? 2% loss. So yeah, and that's not too bad, as long as it's not over 5%.
Yeah.
And then you could always set it up so that you always lose the same amount every single time. This is a very important thing to do when you're dealing with percentages of trading, and you want to get a 55% win rate. You want to keep the amount of money you win, the amount of money you will win, the same every single trade. And that's easy to do, right? You just do a little bit of math to figure out based on the percentage, how much you're going to lose $50, how much you would lose, how much you need to bet in order to only lose $50.
Yes.
On that trade. And then you could take this all the way up. Look at this, like, oh my God.
Even higher, man. The scale is like you have to rescale that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You could take it up to the 9,000 level, and that's like 8 to 1 almost. If you go all the way. You don't even have to go all the way there, because you don't want to get too greedy. Let's just take it. Let's just take it to the 50% level of what the breakdown on the with the fibs. Let's do that.
But yeah, and let me in the meantime tell the people something. So you can see that very high risk reward ratio, and looking at a risk reward ratio like this, of course your likelihood to get stopped out is also higher. I mean, it is not that you are like putting your money in and you can eightfold your money. It is, of course, also if you have a tighter stop loss, that the likelihood of getting stopped out is higher. But at the same time, you will lose less money. And that's actually what makes trades like that very great. If you have a high certainty, if you have something like a 55-60% edge in your trade, that can actually play out pretty well. And here we are looking at a 1 to 8. Yeah, nice. 8 to 1 risk reward ratio.
Yeah, and so one of the things as a trader is shouldn't get like all depressed if a trade goes against you, right? What you can do is immediately turn around. If this thing just decides, hey, you know what, I'm gone. I'm leaving this I'm leaving to the hell in a handbasket trade, right? You can get in, probably start to break. If I would see this, if you could sell. Do a conditional short at 7,600. Let's say 7,600 is your entry point, and you just say, okay, you know what? If we break back up here to let's see here, to the 78. Let's just say 78, just to be on the safe side, right? And we can go to this. Where is it? 7,600.
Yes.
All the way, and then we don't have to do like anything crazy. We can just go 2 to 1.
72.
Hey, you know what? Just to get back my money and a little bit more profit, I'll just take a 2 to 1. Only risk $50, and it doesn't matter the percentage. This is 2.7%. As long as you keep the risk amount to $50, right? In both trades, there's a whether you go with this trade, the short trade, or the long trade, you're going to be making money. Period.
Yeah,
and that's
that sounds actually very good, man. You have this long trade, and if the price were to break down towards the 7,700 price level, the very, very crucial one, then of course, like the likelihood of us having something like a free fall gets higher, because also on the VPVR, there's not a lot of stuff going on in between. And then also that might open the possibility for a very good short trade. So for everyone who is at the moment a little bit confused, of course, as always, we will share this trading setup in our Telegram group, and you will find it also, as always, in our pinned comment just below the Bybit link. And yeah, DaVinci, I wanted to thank you very much for coming back to our show again, finally. Like, the people are really missing you. We can see that always when you are joining the show, like, we have so much traction over there. That's actually great. Oh, green screen action. I mean, you will be back in Chile very soon. So we are obviously very hopeful that we will see you more often in the future. And yeah, do you have something to share regarding Pandora's Wallet maybe?
Yes, we're working on, of course, the servers. We made some server changes, and we're just working on like speeding up the process between the communications between inter servers. And I think that process is done. I remember the developers were doing some testing before I left on that, and hopefully we're going to be implementing that tomorrow. Then we're going to be working on the auto update process for Pandora's Wallet, and also, I think I'm going to work on a new feature I'm going to talk to the developers, and we're going to work on a new secret feature to make cryptocurrencies, the use of cryptocurrencies, a lot easier, instead of moving into adding more coins. I think we want to like move towards making using Bitcoin and cryptocurrency a lot more easier.
And that will be embedded in Pandora's Wallet.
Exactly.
So guys, if you do not want to miss out on that secret feature, as always, we make it very easy for you. In the pinned comment below our amazing Bybit link, where you get a bonus, you will find also the Pandora's Wallet link. All you have to do is click it, and if you are not feeling like spending money on it, try the free version. There is 30 days of free trial. You can maybe sometimes even extend it like for a few more days. Make sure you check it out. It is an amazing product. There are more features getting counted as we speak right now. So make sure you do not miss out on that. Also, for everyone watching, for everyone who doesn't know it, most of the people will know it. You know that we have a Bybit collaboration going on, and you can at the moment get $60 free bonus just by clicking that link and registering like in 60 seconds. 60 seconds, $60, 0.2 Bitcoin deposit, and you will get $60 for sure. So that being said, DaVinci, thank you so much for joining our episode today. Yeah, everyone go over to his Twitter channel. He is posting some tweets, some trades over there always in our Telegram group. You will find the trading step of today's episode. Make sure you smash up the like button. Make sure you leave some comments, some love in the comment section for DaVinciJ15 in his vacation, like just before his flight, taking some time only for us. Thank you so much, DaVinci. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button. DaVinci, any few words before we wrap it up for today?
No, I wasn't on vacation. I was actually at a wealth summit. Went very well. Hopefully I'll be able to post a video of my speech. It was a very awesome speech, and I love the questions and answer period. That was the best part of it for me. A lot of hard questions and a lot of solid answers, and I loved it.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you very much. But the words I wanted to hear is do not get wrecked. So thank you everyone for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button, and we will see each other at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as freaking always, bye-bye.